Trader. It is Monday morning, so it is time to go to work. So as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. But first of all, we're going to take a look here at NVIDIA, NVDA. This video is for information purpose only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have NVIDIA. I just want to show you this one real quick because it's starting to run up. Right now, the price is 136.33. Okay, so what we had here on Friday is we had that 135.78. Now, this is what the top of the candle we were looking for, 136.15. We're just right above that. Your next level here, you really only have the one level next, and that's 140.76, and that is your breakout. So if it gets into this area here today, we have to see what the reaction is going to be, okay? Is it going to go all the way up to 140.76 and break right on out here? Or is it going to go into that area, like say 140.50, 140.60, something like that, or even all the way up to 146 and then pull right on back, okay? So this is what you're going to be watching here today if you're trading NVIDIA, okay? Now, the first thing is I say we want to watch is that 136.15. We're just above that right now, but that's going to be the area that you really want to actually hold, okay? So now, on the downside here, what you want to do is you relook to Friday's low. You're looking at 133.66. If it happens to sell, we'll come down to the bottom here. You're looking at 131.38, and then we'll come down to the bottom of this candle, 131 flat. And then what we have here is we have 129.42, and then we have your 8-day sitting at 128.69 if it happens to come on down. But you can see here where the 8-day is now above all the simple moving averages. Very nice. Your 21 days on the way up. Your 50-day. So you have bottom left, upper right. That's exactly what we're looking for. Okay. RSI here looks like very, very strong. You're sitting at 67 now, and that can go higher, but also can be like what we have here and just stay higher too. Also. Okay. So just remember that. Now your green is over your red. You got plenty of room to run. So this looks like this could be a good breakout here situation today. So just keep your eye on this one here if you're trading NVIDIA. 140.76. Now, once you crack that open, you're going to go to 150 there probably pretty quick and then work yourself all the way up. Now, the earnings aren't all the way until I believe it's November. I think it's the 19th here of November. So that's what you got to look at. So that's a ways away. But usually a lot of times I like to buy this way ahead of time, but also trade this. So I'm an owner of this and I also trade it, but this is what I'm going to be watching today. If we can get towards that 140.76, this is what you want to, this is going to be the breakout. So you have to see what the reaction is. So when we look here on a weekly chart here, you can see this, how nice this is. We had this down trend, okay? So we had this high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Then what we had here, it broke right on out here. So that wiped out. Now you're above that key trend line. So that's going to be your big target here, okay? See, there's that 136.15, and then there's that 140.76. So we'd have to see what kind of reaction that we have. But if you look at your RSI here on the weekly chart, this has plenty of room to run up here. The green is just about is curling up nicely. If you can get that crossover, you can blow right through that 140.76 and probably take that to 150. Very, very easy level. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil daily chart, natural gas daily chart. Now you can see here nothing really happened over the weekend as far as the war situation. Now again, this had a lot of premium in it here. That war premium, you had about $11, $12 here from the bottom all the way to the top kind of a situation. And also we had the hurricane. Now when you look at that hurricane situation, yeah, it's terrible for people. Believe me, I can sympathize. But it didn't really hit any facilities as far as the oil and natural gas. There was very, very little destruction in that area. So that's why crude is coming off here. Plus, you got the seasonality situation. And there hasn't been any retaliation as far as oil facilities there in the Middle East kind of a situation. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Now, remember, the OPEC meeting isn't until like December 1st. And we got to see if they're going to add. If they start adding oil onto this market here, with those volunteer cuts, oil could come off really, really hard here, okay? Because you just don't have the setup. The world is pretty well supplied here, as they say, okay? So let's just take a look at the chart. Now, I've been showing you this here, how we go into these situations where you have that 100-day and then the double top and it came right on down here. Okay, so this is what we've been having. See this double top situation, and then we come on down. Look over here. See, yeah, it did break higher, but you notice that it couldn't get through it and come on down. And now we have pretty much the same scenario here with the 100-day. And now you can see today we put in that lower low situation, okay, which is really never good. Okay, so what you want to look here for support on the downside is you're looking at today's low 73.41, and we'll come over to the bottom of this candle 73.26. And then right here this is going to be key level. That's at 72.70, and then right below it we have this 71.36 level. Okay, so just watch that 50-day. It needs to close above that today, and you need to close above this 21-day. Now, again, if that's lost, then we're going to come to the bottom of this candle. You'll get 71.53. Then we just ride these candles down to get 70.52. We have 69.87, and then we come right up here. You have 69.32. We have 68.65, and then we just ride this down 67.57, 67.06, 66.95. There's a nice big retest at that 66.33 on that war premium, and then we have that 65.27. But again, I like to show you where it could go, but realistically, just watch that 50-day and watch that 20-day. You're not going to adhere unless we start losing that 50-day and that 20-day situation. Now, upside, very, very easy here. This 8-day is going to be in complete control here. So you're looking at 74.70. If we get above that, then we'll look at today's high. You're looking at that 75.08, and then 75.94 is your 100-day. We get above that, we can come just a little bit higher at that 76.24, and then we have 77.33, and then we'll come over to the top of this price channel right up here at that 78.46, which is basically just the top of that candle there. Okay, so right now here, I never liked this situation here, because if you just look at the past, what we did there, what we did here, okay, what we did here, and now we're doing it again right there in the simple moving averages. Okay, and now you're coming on down, and you put in a lower low. So today, just watch that 50-day, because now you're trading between that 50-day and that 8-day. So if that 50-day is lost, there's your target. Okay, if you can regain that 8 estimate, then we have that 100-day and the 200-day. That is your target. Now, RSI here rolling over. This looks like this wants to roll over, but let's just see how the day shakes out. It's very, very early yet. Okay, natural gas. Now, natural gas is this was the tell right here. Okay, so I was long from this area. I added to this area here, but once I seen this red candle that wiped out all this situation, I sold that to start. And then once I seen that the next day where it couldn't hold that 8-day, I sold the rest of it there. And then what I've been doing is just scalping that short, that KOLD, which has been working out very, very well here. Okay, now if you watched my video last night, I said just basically what you want to do is watch the bottom of this candle, 2.58. Obviously, we went lower. You're sitting at 2.57. Now, your next level is going to be bottom right there. Is going to be that 2.65. That's going to be your target right here. Okay. Then we have 2.53, and then we'll come up to the top of this candle, 2.46. The bottom of this candle here, 2.45, and then 2.43. That's your 100-day. That's going to be your big target here. But let's just see how this all shakes out. We could just hold this support right here, and then we could maybe take a run up here. I don't like this. See how this 8-day is rolling over? If that crosses that 21-day, it's going to be not good, as they say. It's going to be, this is what you're going to have. This is a perfect example where that 8-day, see how it ran all the way up here? Then once that 8-day cross, then you're fighting it all the way down, and then that's a great shorting opportunity, though. So always look at that. Always look at when it comes to anything as a two-way trade, okay, situation. Okay, so here on the upside, well, what we want to do is obviously we want to look here to this Friday's low. Okay, so looking at 2.61, and then we'll look at there's 21-day at 2.66 level, and then right above it we have that key 8-day at 2.72. So this 21-day and 8-day is going to be very, very strong. Very, very strong. Now, again, if we can get above that 8-day, then we'll be shooting for this candle here, looking at 2.78. Then we have 2.83. We'll come to the bottom there, 2.87, 2.90, 3, and then we have your big retest up there at 3.01. But that, I like to show you where it goes, but you got to get above that 21-day in that 8 estimate here. But right now, this is looking very, very bearish. Very, very bearish situation going on here. And so let's just see if these candles here hold. If not, your big target is right there at that 2.43 level. Now, RSI coming right on off. I don't like this. As soon as you get that cross like that, that's very, very, that's momentum to the downside. Okay, that's very, very bearish. You never want to see that. You want to see just the opposite, where it crosses above, just like we had here, like on Neil Krudsky, and then you can see we can have the rally up. Once it crosses below, then we have this rally on the way downside. However, if you're a trader like I am with two-way trade, it doesn't really make any difference up or down kind of a situation. Now, seasonality is in play here for natural gas. It just doesn't act like it. But again, eventually what it is when you have this run up like we had here, then eventually this will stop here. Okay, so what we're looking for is like a double bottom situation or a red dog, which means you put in a lower low and then you finish high kind of a situation. Okay, like we had here. Okay, see where you had red, and then it came down, looked like, oh man, this is going to go way down short, and then it just reversed, closed up, and then we had that rally up. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here midday trading. We'll take a look at crude oil, natural gas, and then we throw something else in the old mix. All right, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.